Alright, welcome. We're going to be doing a little tutorial or video tutorial on how to ring out our barcoded and serialized items. All of the items that we're going to be selling from now on will have a barcode and a serial number associated with them. And this is going to allow us to track our items that are transferred from store to store and who sells which item and when it was sold and so forth. So it's really important that we implement the system and that it's done correctly on the clerk's end or the salesperson's end. So we also made a few small changes to the sales screen itself. We're doing away with the buttons. I know a lot of people like the buttons, but the buttons present the opportunity for you to accidentally ring out the wrong item. So from now on, we're going to be scanning in barcodes. That way, we're sure we're selling the correct item. So let's dive right into it. Same front screen as you're used to. So if you wanted to sell an item, you would click, or if you touch screen sales, and type in your ID. That'll bring up this new sales screen. It's actually the traditional sales screen. Customer tab, bill to, ship to, tax, etc., as well as items, payment, and customer. So you're going to add a customer in the same fashion that you did before. Add a new customer. You can auto ID, fill in their last name, first name, street address, etc. Try to get their email if possible. It's definitely something that we want to have on file. And then you hit save. So the next thing that you would do, I guess, is to actually scan in the item. And like I said, all of these are going to be serialized. So under the items tab, there's going to be a drop box for find by and find item. The barcode on the unit itself is going to be the stock number. So make sure that the drop box is selected for stock number. And click into the find item. If you have a wireless barcode scanner, you actually have to wake it up by holding down the trigger key. And it'll beep twice saying that it's awake. And as long as you're in the find item box, you can go ahead and scan the lower barcode, and that'll fill in this barcode into the find item. It'll find the item. Next, it's going to ask you for the serial number. Now, right now we have over 100 of these serialized, so it's quite a list to try to look through. You could go through and try to find the serial number that's on this barcode, but it's probably easier to either hit F4 or the find button. Clear out whatever's in there and make sure to scan in the upper serial number, and it'll bring you to the line that has that serial number on it. Check the checkbox associated with that and click OK. So now you've serialized that item. We're selling this specific item. The next step would then be to go to the actual payment. So depending upon whether or not they're selling it cash, Visa, American Express, etc., you would fill in the amount that they're paying, and then click post sale to do change and to finish out the sale. Pretty simple. If for whatever reason, whenever you're ringing in the item, it doesn't actually come up, there's two ways of dealing with that. If the stock number itself doesn't come up, maybe the barcode is slightly damaged, you can actually read just the text at the top. So the text for this one is HT, that's how it starts, dash, and hit enter. That's going to bring up a list of all of the HT dash, etc. stock numbers. So you would scroll down to the one that makes sense. For instance, this is the Gen 3 1000. Click on that one, and it'll again bring up the serial number. Now if the serial number doesn't come up whenever you try to find it, that's when you want to bring in your manager. It's important that you not sell an item that you cannot find in the serialized list. This is how we're tracking items. This is how we're making sure that certain items are allocated to specific locations. So if you can't find it, bring in your manager. They'll get it squared away. Another option is if you have more than one in stock, maybe go grab a second item or second unit and try to scan in that item. So again, I need to stress that it's very important that you do not sell an item that has not been serialized or is not in your serialized list. So once you've selected that, again, go to and post the sale and ring out the item as before. So for now, that's all.